Hi friends, I've been reading over your essays and I gotta say a lot of you are freaking out about the analysis section of your essay. So I'd like to keep you from panicking, keep you from freaking out. Your analysis is not going to be garbage. Let me help you. Um, Many of you have been expressing some concern about your analysis, in particular the explore part of your analysis. And I have to say, the explain and connect parts are looking really good so far. So let's dig in and look at explore and see if I can help address the concerns that you're having. My guess is that when you're writing, you're probably feeling like you're saying the same thing over and over again. Now, sometimes that's a problem with the evidence. Like if you have a quote that's too much of a tell quote instead of a show quote, then you don't have a whole lot to say and you end up repeating yourself. But other times, like what I think is happening for a lot of you, it's more a matter of digging into the evidence and, mining it for some good ideas. So let's actually go through that explore process together and see if I can help ease your fears a little bit. So here's how I'd suggest starting. On a separate sheet of paper, just make a T-chart. On one side, we're going to be collecting some power words from the quote, and on the other side, we're going to be writing down what those words make us think. Then, just reread your quote. So let's say this is the passage that you picked about Dimmesdale, and so we'll reread it. His form grew emaciated. His voice, though still rich and sweet, had a certain melancholy prophecy of decay in it. Your next step is going to be to go back to that T-chart and to jot down the power words that stand out to you in the left-hand column. Okay, so let's say you picked emaciated and decay as your big power words. You're going to go ahead and write those down in the left-hand column because those are the words that stood out to you. Those are the words when you found the quote in the first place made you go, hey, this'll work. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Then you need to start thinking about what those words make you think. So in the right-hand column, you're going to write down all the things you associate with those power words. Now you're going to put into your own words what it means, what those words mean, and why they matter. So for example, with emaciated and decay, you might write words like weak and ill for emaciated, or lifeless, dying, rotting, decomposing for decay. Now if you can't think of words off the top of your head that associate with these other words, try a quick dictionary search. Use your iPads. I really like vocabulary.com for this purpose, but any old search will help get some ideas flowing. Okay, so now we have the words that we associate with the power words. The work of the explore section is to show how the author's choice of language leads you to some greater meaning. So if your quote is showing that Dimmesdale is dying because of the guilt that he has bottled up inside, and the power words that we've picked sort of show that, we have to explain how. The power words show how his body is literally wasting away. It's not metaphorical, it's not hyperbolic. He is actually becoming a thin, sick, rotting heap of a man. That's the work of the explore. You're trying to show me how the language in the quote supports the meaning that you've derived from it. So you've given me your explain. Many of you have given me your connect. What you need to do in the explore is to actually put language around. In the quote, I see the words emaciated and decay. It makes me think that he's weak, he's ill, he's lifeless, he's dying, he's rotting, he's decomposing, and all of that suggests that his guilt is causing him to shrivel up and die, right? So that's where your explore comes in. I hope this is helpful to you. If you need more step-by-step instructions, go ahead and check out the primer on page 28. There's a little section in the top right-hand corner that has a 3-step process for explain, explore, connect.